10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Champions! Wrexham are promoted! They have their storybook ending!
You can walk through the fire. You can walk through the fire. When it's down to the wire. You can walk through the fire.
Howdy, everybody. Welcome to the Wrexham Texan. My name is Jake Green. I am sick today, so I'm very low energy. Apologies. I don't know what happened. I went to bed fine and woke up feeling like crap. So apologies. I'm also at a new neighbor's house. Our other neighbor who I was staying with had they had a baby. So mother-in-law came into town and we got booted out. So now we're in another neighbor's house while our house continues to get renovated or not renovated. It's extremely slow, frustrating. They ruined 100 pounds of meat by unplugging my deep freeze. So that was very frustrating. Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to start this off with a bunch of whining. Before we get started, head on over to PeacefulSea.network. You can stream the show directly from there. We will have an app coming out in the near future. You can also check out our other shows, our movies, our podcasts, what have you, documentaries, all sorts of stuff. We just relaunched On the Drive Home, which reviews movies on the drive home from the theater. We're back after a 4-year hiatus. Once the theater shut down, we stopped doing it, and in 2020, and didn't get around to kicking it back off till just now. We have reviewed Homestead and A Complete Unknown. So yeah, if you want to go check those out, you can. If you're interested in either of those movies, maybe go listen to the review beforehand. We do give spoiler alerts about halfway through most episodes, where we'll give general thoughts at the beginning and then go to specific spoilers about halfway through. So and you can also just see the grades. So if you want to know what I thought of them, A Complete Unknown, 86 out of 100. Nikki said 85, and Homestead 21 out of 100, with Nikki saying 40 out of 100. So mixed bag with the first two. But yeah, you can go join the Dollar Media Club, which gets you access to our Discord. It gets you discounts on merch. It gets you a lot of stuff. And you can also upgrade your membership. So it's $12 a year for the basic DMC. DMC Pro is $100 a year. And if you want to be a sponsor, if you have a business that you'd like to get to sponsor shows, we have really good packages starting at $1,000 a year. Which is basically $100 a month, give or take. And your products, your business will be seen by almost 100,000 people, if not more at this point. So across all of our shows, we have a lot of viewership, growing and growing and growing. So if you want to get in on that, become a DMC sponsor. You can also, if you would like to invest in the company, you can go over to DMC Investor. $10,000 a year gets you all sorts of perks and allows us to focus far more on movies, documentaries, and making quality products, quality media that will impact people. And maybe make people think a little for themselves, think a little independently. So yeah, head on over to the Dollar Media Club. Like I said, you get a whole bunch of stuff. You can go to the streaming center. See, we've got 4 movies on there right now. We've got Pants Drunk, which is our offshoot of Liberty Libations, and then we've got the Cascade Effect Q&A sessions, which is our biggest show on the PeacefulSea network. So head on over there. All right, y'all. We had 2 games this week. We had a loss to Barnsley, and we had a victory against Peterborough. And You know, Barnsley game sucked. It was just awful. Let's we can actually just watch some highlights while I talk about it. I'm gonna mute it because that's how this has to go. That's not the one I wanted. No. There we go. Much better. Sorry. Yeah, we just could not get anything done against Barnsley. It was atrocious. I mean, it was an away game, so we're not the best away team, but they're not the best home team either. So we definitely should have done better. I do love our sick gold uniforms. That goal, we had been dominating the first 10 minutes. That goal kind of just took the wind out of our sails. It was an incredible goal by Keeler Dunn. I mean, that guy put it in the only spot where Mark Howard couldn't have gotten it. It was incredible. It curled right around his hand, hit the back of the net, and from then on, it was basically their game, in my opinion. Like, it did not seem like I don't know. I just had a feeling we weren't going to make it back from that. Um, I mean, look at this shot. It's unbelievable. It's beautiful. I mean, it's the side wall of the net. It's a very unexpected shot too. And that's probably how it went in the back of the net, is because Howard wasn't expecting him to shoot from there. It looked like he was about to pass it. Yeah. Yeah. We did play okay at times. We just should have scored. There were just many, many times where we should have scored. We should have put it in the back of the net. We did not take advantage of our passes. And there's O'Connell making a massive mistake. Another great goal right here. Great move. And you're not stopping that. Upper 90, well above Howard's head. We can blame that one on O'Connell. He's been killing it for us all year. Everybody makes mistakes. It is what it is. O'Connell is amazing. So you can't be too hard on him. He tried, he tried. He just made one little error and it cost us another goal. And it was at this point, it just felt like it was over. It was done. We didn't seem to have what it takes to score 2 goals in this game. Yeah, we can just fast forward a little bit. Let's see, get our goal in there. There we go. Here's Tom O'Connor with a free kick. Saved by the goalie, and then very soon after this, dadgummit, did I go back too far? Sorry, y'all. Very soon after this, we score our lone goal of the game of a corner. Here we go. And yeah, a lot of ricocheting right here. There's no wonder the goalie couldn't get to it. I mean, it just went all over the place, and we just got the ball as quickly as possible and took it straight back to midfield. But it didn't do us any good because I guess it was it was Cleworth that scored. Yeah, we just couldn't get that final goal. And I thought it was a struggle to get this goal. Like Mullen had a terrible hit. It went off the side of his foot. I mean, we just struggled. We just struggled this day, and we're going to lose a game every now and then, and that's okay. And that's literally sports. So it felt like we might pull off a miracle at this last little bit, but we just couldn't quite put it in. Yeah, Mullen just headed it slightly too high. Or was it too far to the? I can't remember. And you got to wonder if that ball was going to go past Mullen and into the goal. And then Fletcher had one final shot, and it went way, way wide. He could not save the day that day, unlike the following game, which we will get to. But yeah, it was just one of those games. It was just one of those days where we weren't going to win. And what are you going to do? I mean, not for lack of trying. Like, I didn't think our effort was lacking. I didn't think we phoned it in or anything. I thought everybody put their heart and soul into it. I thought Mullen was flopping once again. I'm sick of it. Quit flopping, man. I mean, look at this. Look at the momentum. They had the momentum for the vast majority of the game. Oh my gosh, that's our momentum. We had the momentum for the vast majority of the game. I hate that they do the red and the green in this instance. Dadgum, we had the momentum. We had more possession. There's something about us having less possession that seems to make us play better and win more games. I don't know what it is, but if we had the momentum for that long and we couldn't score, that's completely on our attackers. Yeah, I misread that chart earlier, which is crazy. Just because I just assume we're red every single time. Yeah, let's see. Their guy Phillips had an 8.5 rating. We had nobody who had over a 7.5. Cleworth had a 7.4 just because he scored a goal. Rathbone had 7.3. So we just did not do well. We should not do well that game. It was not. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's move on to good highlights. Here we go. So Peterborough yesterday, very fun game, very entertaining game. Had no idea how this one was going to end up, and yeah, watched it. I mean, my neighbor's kids were in the room with me, and they were running around, so I was partially distracted during this game, but got to see most of the good parts of it. And yeah, Mullen and Palmer up front again. That's the dream team right there. They didn't do all that well together, in my opinion, today. I did think Palmer, per usual, has been hustling his butt off. I thought that was a great pass by Mendy, just slightly miscontrolled by Cannon, who tried to get it back in and then just fouled the guy to keep him from making a break. But just slightly miscontrolled by Cannon. Couldn't quite get it under control like quickly, and so it just went a little too far into the box near the goal line and near the touch line, and it just, yeah, right there, it just went a little too far, made a little weird bounce, and he couldn't get it back where it needed to be. It would have been really cool if Mendy had made a break for the back post and Cannon just launched it to him, and it would just been a back and like a give and go kind of situation. O'Connor almost put that in the back of the net. That was a great corner. It's not the first time we would have done that this season. I didn't think Peterborough played poorly. I thought they played pretty well. Okonkwo, loved seeing Okonkwo back in the game. This is the game I predicted he would come back, and he did. He did great. Love me some Arthur Okonkwo. It's so nice to have him back. Not that I wasn't happy with Mark Howard. Mark Howard did an incredible job subbing in for him and Callum Burton. But Okonkwo, I mean, the dude's just a beast. That was so close to being a goal, too. Here's Mullen taking a free kick. He launched it over the net. Just doesn't quite have it. It's a hard angle. It's very tight. It's a little too close. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it was not bad. It was just a couple feet over the post. It wasn't like he launched it 30 feet into the stands, but definitely could have done better. And let's see, this is almost just after the start of the second half. Here we go. Yeah, Revan playing for Barnet. I guess we just gave Barnet a rest. Like Matty James, I don't understand. If you're a professional footballer, why are you leaning back when you kick the ball, when you shoot? I don't understand it. You need to lean forward or stay upright. He just leaned directly backwards, which launches it way high. And people do this all the time. I don't get it. Lean over the ball. Put your force into it. Quit launching it way high. I like Revan. I like him. He's a completely different style of play. I thought that ball was going in. I thought he put that in the back of the net. He's a bigger scorer than Barnett is. I don't think Revan is good at crossing it, as Barnett. I really missed Barnett. Not that I have a huge problem with Revan. Barnett just creates things for other people, and occasionally scores. But man, his crosses are killer. It was also nice seeing Mendy and Mo Fall out there yesterday. Loved that. Here comes, is that Cannon? Yeah, that was Cannon. Revan again tries it one more time and does the exact same thing. I don't know, man. Like, make an adjustment. That was almost the exact same shot. Make an adjustment, make it better, put it in the corner of the net. At least put it on goal, on target. Like, I know you're trying to thread that needle between the goalie and the post, but at least get it in play so that we could have an opportunity for maybe a rebound or a mistake by one of their players. Especially since you just did that just a few minutes before. McLean came in. I thought McLean was awesome when he came in. He's just an animal. He's a completely different player than anything else we have on the pitch, and he changes the game. So it was great seeing him back in. And then Rathbone with this sick move, almost a Barney-like move, and then Viking Scottish. Jesus, good Lord. He's so good, y'all. I think he's gotten a game winner in 3 games in the past, like 5 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. He is our clutch player. He's our super sub. I mean, it was perfectly placed header. Could not have been more perfectly placed. Loved seeing it. It was a tight game the entire way, and then he comes in and just puts it in. Things like that just make you want, like, I love Ollie Palmer. I think he hustles his butt off. He's had a pretty dang good season too. I wonder why he isn't doing stuff like this as much. He doesn't always get subbed out, although he does get subbed out a lot. I wonder if this is just a end of the game type scenario where some energy changes, in the last 10 minutes, and it allows Fletcher to play like this. I don't know what it is, but Fletcher is an animal. Gets up there, heads it in. And it was a little sketchy the last little bit. They definitely put the pressure on us and tried to get that tying goal, but couldn't quite do it. And Revan played the whole game too. Revan played the whole game. Mindy didn't play the whole game. McLean came in for him. And then Fletcher and Mo Fall came in for Palmer and Mullen. So, look, I think one of the sneakiest MVPs of our season, or Texan of the Year candidates, is Ollie Rathbone. I think that also, okay, wait, before I get into that did not look cleared to me. It looked like he should have let play continue. It was only about 5 yards outside the goal box, and they still had possession. I did not think the ref should have blown the whistle right there. I didn't think that was appropriate. I thought he should have let them play because they still had possession. They still had it. It did not clear the area. I don't know. It seemed a little suspect. I don't think the game should have ended. I don't think they would have scored, but I don't think the game should have ended right there. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, Ollie Rathbone. That guy does so much. I mean, he hustles all over the pitch. He's everywhere. He's hassling other players, opposing players. Sorry, y'all. I am sick, so I apologize. He hassles opposing players to death. He's like a awesome little gnat, just a gnat that won't leave you alone. And he just zips around from place to place. You can't quite pin him down. You can't quite put your finger on him. He is awesome. Yeah, there you go. I think you're right about that. He was probably cold and needed a cup of tea. There we go. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Ollie Rathbone, I think he is one of our best signings that we've had this season. I thoroughly enjoy watching him play. I like a scrapper. I like a scrapper who, I mean, I've never seen him flop once. I've seen him run every time he makes a run, every time he's going anywhere, he's sprinting around. He's trying to sneak up on opposing players. He's making runs that normal people wouldn't even try to make. I love watching Ollie Rathbone play, and I love that he is getting so much playing time these days. Yeah, him. I mean, him and Barney. They're my and Elliot Lee again, top contender for Texan of the Year at this point. Um, right now, it is 100% Ryan Barnett. That guy is. I mean, he's the reason we've won a bunch of games. Like he is the reason we've won a bunch of games, and getting him a rest is good. And maybe he was a little fatigued, maybe a little hurt from the previous game. I remember he got taken out in the Barnsley game, so um, might be it was probably good to give him a little rest. um, yeah, we're going to lose some games here and there, and it's all good. But we bounced back. We beat Peterborough 1-0 at home. Let's look at some stats real quick. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was very possession was very even. We had less possession and we won. Like I said, something about that. They had more expected goals than we did, but we had 17 total shots. That's crazy. Compared to their 6, which is wild. Let's see. 4 shots on target. Should have had a couple more, I think, but I'll take it. I'll take it. We had 7 corners. They had 6. Pretty even there. Yeah, on the shot side, we dominated the game. We should have scored more. I can't believe the expected goals was 0.7, considering how many times we shot the dadgum ball. Scott, that's a great comment. Rathbone is tenacious. He's like a little Yorkshire Terrier chasing squirrels, never stops. Yeah, 100%, man. He is. Yeah, I mean, you said it perfectly. He's tenacious, and he doesn't seem to complain. He doesn't seem to annoy the refs. He seems like a great team player as well. And he's just the kind of guy you want on your squad and you want hustling. He's going to give 100% every single week. Not that most of our guys don't do that, but it's so apparent with him. He looks like he's already exhausted, but still firing on all cylinders 10 minutes into the match. Like he's a beast. And I love that dude. Yeah. I mean, overall, y'all, I'm happy with where we are. Still, obviously. I mean, we're third. We're in the playoff hunt. We're so close to Wickham and Birmingham. We can easily catch up. We can easily get there. They both have games in hand on us, which is unfortunate. Actually, everybody does, except for Barnsley, that are in the top 6. So I wonder how that. Yeah, I guess everybody's still in maybe the FA Trophy or one of the other tournaments, so they're missing some games. But I hate having people have a game in hand on us. That drives me nuts because then you just have to assume they're going to win those games. So you have to assume. For me, I just assume that Birmingham has 59 right now, and Wickham has 54, which means we're very much in third place. But there's a good gap between us and Huddersfield, Barnsley, and Reading. It's pretty much just us, Wickham, and Birmingham that are vying for the championship at this point. That are vying for those 2 automatic promotion spots. So I think we've got a phenomenal shot at getting there. I think even our goal differential, even though it's slightly less, there are games that we can play where we just come out and score 4 goals and win 4-0. Like that is not inconceivable. That's happened in the past. I'm not worried about the goal differential at this point. There's still so much of the season left. I mean, we got 4 months left. So I think we'll be okay. I still think we're going to get automatic promotion, as I said, as I've predicted since about halfway through the first half of the quarter way through the season. Why was I going to say it in the most confusing way possible? Yeah, and I like where we're at, and I don't like the health of our squad right now. I wish Callum Burton was still doing well. I wish Marriott would come back soon. But oh, I gotcha. Yeah, good note, Scott. Huddersfield and Wickham are playing each other, and that will be one of their games in hand on us. Okay, I do like that. That's a good. Thank you for that. All right, who we playing next? Let's pull it up. Fixtures. All right. We've got the EFL trophy on Tuesday. Who cares? We play Port Vale. Whatever. We do not play on January 11th. That game got postponed. So we don't have a League One game this coming week. We're supposed to play Reading. Ain't going to happen. And then, so our next League One game is Thursday. It's a Thursday game, January 16th, against Shrewsbury. It's at Shrewsbury too. So they host us. We play away. My prediction for Port Vale, I mean, we're going to play a lineup that we never play. Where are they in their table? They're fourth in League Two, so they're doing pretty well. Not a bad team. Their form is not great right now. They've lost 2 out of their last 5 and only won 1. And we'll be playing with a entirely different squad. I'm assuming Mark Howard will be in goal. We'll have a lot of our reserves and bench players playing. So I'm still guessing we win. I'm guessing we win 2-1. That's what I think. No, 2-0. I'm saying 2-0. I think we win 2-0 against Port Vale in the FA Trophy round of 16. And the Shrewsbury game, we'll have a podcast before the Shrewsbury game. So I'm not going to predict anything right now, I don't think. So that's my one prediction. We'll have another episode come out next week. And then I think starting in February, this show will move to Wednesdays. So it'll be after our Tuesday matches. I can't, the weekends are getting more and more difficult to do this, as we're moving and our house is under construction and all sorts of stuff. So, just be aware this show will start coming out very late for you UK folks. It'll probably be 11 p.m. give or take, for y'all. If you want to watch live, if not, it'll just be there Thursday morning when you wake up. So, go follow us on any platform that you choose. We're on everything. Go check out PeacefulSea.network. Join the Dollar Media Club. Buy some merch. I'm putting up some Wrexham Texan merch very soon. One cool thing that did happen. Let's see. Before we go, actually, sorry, let me pull it up. Is last year's winner of hang on. Last year's winner of the Wrexham Texan Texan of the Year award was Elliot Lee, and he finally got his belt buckle. That was his trophy for winning. Elliot Lee, Texan of the Year, League 2, 2023-24 season. Shipped it so long ago. It took forever to clear customs. I had to pay the UK fee for a item to go through customs is, astounding. It's astounding how expensive it is. Couldn't believe it. It was like £75 just to get it through customs in the UK, after the price of shipping through UPS. It's insane. So, but he finally got it. He tweeted it, or he posted on Instagram, thanking the Wrexham Texan podcast, which is great. The winner each year will get their own Texas style belt buckle. The thing is beautiful. It's made by Molly's Custom Silver, and they do incredible work. So if you ever need some cool items like engraved, made of silver, made of all sorts of materials, Molly's Custom Silver, quality products. So yeah, he got that. I'm sure it's like framed on his mantle. I'm sure it's the only thing. He doesn't have any trophies up there. He just has the Wrexham Texan belt buckle. So all right, y'all, that'll do it for this week. Sorry for a little bit less energy this week. Hopefully I'll be feeling better next week. I don't think this is gonna knock me down, but I just feel a little crappy today. So, and hopefully I'll be doing this from my own house next week. Fingers crossed the renovation finishes finally. It's been over a month. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Up the town.
Search my soul with all gonna see it, you're gonna see it. And if you knock my soul with all your strength, you're gonna find it, you're gonna find it.